One more question about the early days.
Mm.
You did a lot of operational work, and of course, I mean, as a co-founder myself, I recognize what you're saying. But one day you decide, okay, now we need to grow. How do you make the change from being a founder, operational, deep into the daily operations of your business, into someone who can step back, look into the strategy and say, okay, so now I'm going to focus on contracts, on sales of my business, and not so much
Mm.
in the business, but of the business. So how did that transition go?
It was a hard transition. It was definitely hard. I think when it takes time, it doesn't happen overnight. You're going to make mistakes, and it can feel really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is because you're just you're not letting go, or perhaps you're not delegating enough. But another part of that is you've got to really build the organization.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for a lot of people to say, just delegate more, or hand this off, take more of a helicopter view. But at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, the company has to get to a certain size, so you have the luxury of having people in an organization who can take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
At that stage, everyone else in the organization was still very operationally involved. So we were growing so fast that no one had the time to take additional workload on. So at the beginning, you do a mixture, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
about trying to find what the priorities are. When you're setting a strategy for the business, I think that's where you need to really be quite honest with yourself as
Mm-hmm.
to, okay, what can we realistically focus on? Not just you as a leader, but also as a company, because the
Mm-hmm.
company will inevitably go in the direction in which you're going in. So I think for myself, it was really trying to do that transition quite slowly, and make sure that we weren't trying to do too many things at once, and I wasn't trying to do too many things at once, and still remembering every day that quality is number one,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether we're in operations or not. And then from there, sort of building off of that. So it was a journey. It's something I think I'm still learning and trying to get better at.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it all comes down to priorities at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. All right.